Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. My name's Anastasia, and if you are returning, I'm so glad to have you back. Today is finally part 2 of my thrifted and styled home decor. So a couple of weeks back, I shared with you some of the items that I look for at a thrift store and how I styled them in my home, in other clients' home, and you guys really seemed to enjoy that video. In that video, I shared all about lamps, pillows, mirrors, and different kind of furniture that I look for while thrifting. And today, since I couldn't fill it all in one video, today's part 2, so I'm sharing with you items like baskets, vases, frames, candles, and books. So those are the items I look for. I will be showing you how I use them in my home, a couple of DIYs thrown in there, how I use them in other people's home, kind of show you what I look for. Thrifting is so much fun. You can always find some very unique pieces, unique items for a fraction of the cost, which is yay for us. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. So one thing you always want to stop by and look at the thrift store are baskets. There are so many to choose from. Baskets that could either hang on your wall or baskets that can go under a bench. Baskets are just such a great and affordable thing to look for at a thrift store. Like, they don't cost more than $5 and you can get really nice size ones. I love baskets for decor, like here you can just decorate them with some beautiful stems, or I love to use them a little bit more practically, like storing toys, storing away blankets in your living room, putting away shoes in your entryway. Like, we need all the storage we can get, so having baskets to keep all of your things organized and all in one place is the best way to go. These baskets here in my girls' room, they were not thrifted, they would gift it to me, but I have been finding so many hanging baskets at the thrift store. And again, this looks beautiful with some florals, but my girls actually do store their little knickknacks in here. Let's talk about vases. I mean, you guys, if you're not shopping at the thrift store for your vases, I don't know what you're doing. But lots of vases here at the store, and don't you worry if they look crusty and dusty and a little bit rusty like this one here. All I did here was paint it with some baking soda. I added some pepper for some texture, and voila! I have this gorgeous piece that I use all throughout my home. I love to put flowers in here. I love to put my utensils in here. It's just so versatile and it's just so unique, you know? It's very unique to your own personal space. This jug right here is probably my most favorite find at the thrift store. I also gave it a little bit of a paint job, same technique I used on the other vase. And just these two paired together are so beautiful. And the thing is that with every season, every time you decorate a little bit differently, the vases look different. So in the summertime, you know, you'll put in your stems. In the springtime, it'll just make your whole vase look absolutely different. And I love this. I love how unique and personalized it could be to your home. This vase right here is probably one of my favorites. I think I said that before, but this used to be a bright red in color, and I just colored it in these two-toned colors, and I love to decorate with this vase, particularly in the winter time with some greenery stems. It just is the most beautiful pop of color, and like I said before, it is so unique. Not everybody has this piece, and that's what's so great about thrifting. Sometimes you gotta DIY items and sometimes you do not. This pot right here, I bought it as is. It was like $2 and it's perfect. It has some beautiful texture. It has the beautiful color, and you know, sometimes you gotta DIY, sometimes you don't, and either way, still really cute. And sometimes I just go in there buying knickknacks, buying things I didn't know I needed. So this cute little elephant was like $1.99, and it's actually a piggy bank, and I picked it up for my boys' room, and let me tell you, it is used all the time. It just matches my color palette so much, and it's just the cutest addition to their room. Let's talk about frames. Frames are so expensive at the stores. I don't know about you guys, but I don't want to spend like $25 on a little simple black frame. These frames at the thrift store are only a couple dollars. They usually range from like $3 to $5. Bigger ones will be around $6, but I usually tend to stick with my neutral, simple frames because I know they will be timeless, they will be classic, and there you go, $3.99 for a simple frame. You can't beat the price of that. Sometimes you can already find some beautiful art and print in them already, but I do have some similar frames like this at home. I actually hung them up here in my hallway. I did give this little hallway a little makeover. If you haven't seen it, I will leave the video down below for you guys, but the point is that, you know, I need 4 frames, and I'm not about to spend like $40 to $60 on frames. So frames like this is something I always look for at the thrift store. I love to decorate with them, and they're just such a cheap and beautiful way to add a little something to your home. And sometimes I can just find already a beautiful piece of art. This was $5 from Facebook Marketplace, and it looks so beautiful here in my little office nook, and the colors match perfectly with my chair. Candles are always at the thrift store for such a great price. This one right here is so beautiful. It's the perfect color of wood. It's only $4.99, and it's just gorgeous, okay? Candles, believe it or not, do cost quite a bit of money, but here you can really find some awesome deals. I have sourced so many candles from the thrift store, and if you don't like the color of it, it is so easy to spray it a little bit or maybe put some rub and buff on it. I also came across these candles right here from Target originally, $4.99, so beautiful. I actually have similar ones here in my hallway, and all I did is I spray painted them gold. And when I'm over the gold, I go ahead and spray paint them black, and they're just such a fun way to decorate for any season. Last little section we're going to talk about is books. The amount of books that are at the thrift store is crazy, and the prices are even crazier. Like, it's unbelievable. All I do is take off the binding of the book to make sure that I have a beautiful book on the inside. That way I can choose books that match my color palette. And of course, I usually go for the neutral books. That's usually what fits my home the best. And these are only a couple dollars, and they're so much fun to style with. So that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope this gave you the motivation, kind of the encouragement to go to a thrift store and look for some items. Some items are just unbeatable at the thrift store. Things like books, frames. You saw me use these items in my home, how I styled them here, how I styled them in other people's home. And the trick for that for me is to look for neutral items. So by buying neutral items, I know that they'll fit in my room, they'll fit in my kitchen and other people's homes. But again, go ahead, check out your local thrift stores. There's so much goodies to be found. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I cannot wait to see you next time. Bye.